the Earth and the Moon. Learning more about our wonderful planet, the Earth, and its amazing satellite, the Moon. In ancient times, people believed that the Earth was flat, and if you really walked too far out and way over the sea, you would reach an edge and you would fall off. Funny, right? We first discovered that the Earth was not a square when some sailors sailed around the world and finally came back to the same place where they started. When we watch a ship sail towards land, we see the flag and the more of the flag pole. After a while, we see the sails, and then slowly the middle part of the ship is seen, and finally we are able to see the hull. The ship then starts getting larger and larger as it gets closer. The reverse happens as the ship goes away from the land. We see the hull disappear first, then the middle, and then finally the flag. This could happen only if the Earth was round. We also know that the Earth throws a round shadow on the Moon. This happens during eclipses. Astronauts have gone to the Moon and taken photographs of the Earth from their spaceships. These photographs show that the Earth is round. So, the Earth is actually shaped like an orange. It is big, round, and slightly flattened at the poles. Let's find out a bit more about our Earth. The surface of the Earth is made up of 3 parts of water and 1 part of land. The surface of the Earth is surrounded by a layer of air called the atmosphere. How many of you have played with a top or a Beyblade? It's fun to spin them, right? The Earth too spins like a top. The Earth spins on its axis. The Earth spins from west to east. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete one full circle. This spinning of the Earth on its axis is called the rotation of the Earth. The Earth gets its light from the sun. The sun remains shining all the time, but the Earth can get sunlight only on the half side that is facing the sun. The other half of the Earth that is away from the sun has night. As the Earth rotates slowly, the lighted part moves away from the sun and has night. This is how we get sunrises and sunsets. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. People living in the east see the sun before others who live in the west. Say, this girl in Kolkata would see the sun rising a bit earlier than the girl who lives in Mumbai. Try to change costumes. The girl in Japan too would see the sun rising while the girl in USA would be asleep. Japan is called the land of the rising sun, as it is among the first to get sunrise. We can try understanding how day and night occurs right where we are in our school or homes with the help of a globe. We've placed our globe in front of a bulb. Let's look for India on the globe. That's where we live, right? If India is in the front of the light, it has day. The other side of the globe has night. Once we move the globe slowly away, you will see that it is slowly going into the dark and will have night. This happens with our earth and we experience day and night. The moon is smaller than the earth. The sun and moon seem to be of the same size to us. That is because the moon is near while the sun is very far away. The moon in reality is much smaller than the sun. The moon goes around the earth and it takes 28 days to go around the earth once. The moon does not have its own light just like the earth. The moon shines when the light from the sun falls on it. So, one half of the moon, which is facing the sun, is lighted, while the rest is in darkness. The moon keeps moving around the earth and the earth is moving around the sun. So, the moon and the earth are always changing their position with relation to the sun. Because of this, we do not see the bright side of the moon always. Sometimes we see the bright side of the moon fully. Sometimes we don't see the bright side at all. At other times, we see the moon partly bright and partly dark. When the moon lies between the sun and the earth, we do not see its lighted face at all. It is called a new moon. When the sun and moon are at an angle, we see only a part of the moon's lighted face. This is called a crescent moon. When the earth lies between the sun and the moon, we see the whole of the moon's lighted face. This is called full moon. Let's discover some fun things related to our topic today. The first rocket was launched by Robert Goddard in 1926. The first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong of USA. The spacecraft was Apollo 11 on the 20th of June 1969. Astronauts have to wear very heavy suits to stay on the ground on the moon. This is because the gravity of the moon is 1/6 times lesser than the Earth's gravity. Astronauts are able to walk very easily on the moon. A person who weighs 90 kgs on Earth would weigh only 15 kg on the moon. The moon seems like a good place to be in. Here are some astronauts that are Indian or are of Indian origin: Rakesh Sharma, Kalpana Chawla, and Sunita Williams. Summary. We've learnt about how the rotation of the earth gives us night and day, and how our moon changes shape every day. Keep learning and keep discovering.